Hello and welcome to my first Summoners War video. My first official. I have uploaded one more, but this is my introduction video. I am Alexander. I'm from Greece. My profile is in Europe server, and I wanted to start making Summoners War videos for entertaining purposes, but also I will show you some of my methods, what strategies I have thought about Arena, Guild Wars, and anything else you can ask me in the comments in the video. Alright, so let's begin. This is my box. Let me move that so you can see my monsters. I currently have like, wait a second, 37 6 stars. I'm able to clear to a normal, to a hard, all the B10 floors on auto, of course. My Giants team is almost 1 minute. My Dragons team is under 2 minutes, and so is the same about my Necropolis team. So, I am going to show you my runes really quickly. This is, let's start with Konamiya here. Konamiya is a monster that I use it in many different places. I find it really useful. Mostly its main reason for this rune build you see here is for cleanser in raid 5. My runes are these. It's a violent, speed, HP. I try to give him a lot of speed, some resistance, and overall good tanky stats so it can do its job in raid. Now let's move on. This is Xiaolin. I use her mainly in raid 5. I have ruined her attack, critical damage, HP. I would like to find a good critical damage revenge 6 star for here, but currently I don't have one. So Xiaoling, I use her in front line in raid. She's doing quite well. I mean, if I get some more grindstones and gems, I would probably make her staying alive more. Because now I think she needs a little bit more of HP and a little more defense. Overall, she's doing her job quite good. So, and she's a very good monster. So, let's move on. This is Megan. I don't think I need to say a lot about her. Her build is a standard speed, defense, accuracy, sweet wheel. She's doing the buffing job after Bernard, and the wheel runes are there because many times I have to go against Leos, and this is a really good way to counter them. So moving on to my next monster is Talk. Talk originally was built for me for Toa Hard because I don't have his brother Basalt, and now I have some other different options for Toa Hard. I still use Talk there because the provoke and his passive are really useful. The build I have done for him right now is triple HP. Yeah, triple HP. I try to give him some speed, some resistance, as much HP as I could. Also, I use him in Guild Wars against winged attackers, like Ciara to tank their bombs, because there's no way Ciara bomb will kill him. He's a really good monster. I think that any early game player that doesn't have Basalt should build him. Next one is Malaka. Malaka is a classic bomber build. I will show you on this video probably how I use him in arena, because I don't have a Ciara or Tiana. So I have come up with a strategy to use him even in C3 or G1 ranks in arena reset. His build is a triple attack, as you can see. I would like to give him some more attack. I think there is room for that, but I haven't gotten the necessary grindstones yet. But overall, the way I have built him right now, is really good. He can kill almost everything. Moving on, there is Sigmarus. Sigmarus is being used right now in Dragon's Beat 10 mainly. Sometimes I use him in Guild Wars if my Theomars dies, or if I have to use my Theomars in one team, then if I need another water attacker, I use Sigmarus. I have made him really fast. I think that his stats are really good, and he hits quite strong. His second skill is doing something like 30k, 35k nuke, so I really like him. Next we have Theomars. I don't need to say a lot about this monster. I have ruined him, Violent Will, speed, critical damage attack. I am going to improve his stats in the future. I haven't gotten the necessary grindstones yet, or the gems. I need to increase his critical rate and critical damage, and if possible speed and attack. Overall now, even now I think he's a little above of mediocre, but he's doing decent damage, like with attack buff, speed buff, and if the opponent has defense break, he's doing 30k nuke with his first skill, which I think is good enough for most situations. There's a lot of room for improvement in many of my monsters, as you will see. About Sigmarus, I forgot to mention that his build is speed, critical damage, attack. And we move on. I won't show you Lexi, because Lexi was my second 6-star. I didn't know a lot about the game at the moment, so I built her because I thought she seemed cool. I even fed her some Devilmons, which I regret now. But what can you do? Mistakes were made. Anyway, we're moving on to Hua. Hua is right now built in Swift broken set, speed, attack. These runes are not necessarily good for her, but the only place I use her right now is in Raid 5 backline, which she's doing a pretty decent job. I would like to make her speed critical damage attack, but I don't have the runes right now because those Swift attack runes are on Lagmar right now. And as you know, Giants B10 drops are really bad. Right now, with this build, she's really efficient in reducing attack bar of the raid boss. She's really fast, which is really important, and she's tanky enough to sustain. And I don't think I have ever seen her die there. So yeah, if you don't have good crit substats, you should try this build. So moving on, we have Adrian. Adrian is used mainly in Necropolis B10. There is no other use for him here. I'm not sure. I think it's him. His build is a classical Necro build, violent revenge, HP, crit rate, attack. Nothing more to say. His multi-hits are really useful there, and it makes my team run really fast. I will make the next video about showing my B10 teams how they run, and maybe talk a little bit more about that in the future. So, moving on. We have Colleen. Colleen is used in Necropolis B10 and rate 5. I have her in the front line in rate 5. Her build is a Violent Revenge, Speed, HP, Defense HP. Yeah. Her sole purpose is to be fast, tanky, and heal as many times as she can. There's not much more to say about her. I would like to give her some more defense right now, because she's struggling in the front line. But as I said, there's a lot of room for improvement in my runes, as I believe this is true about most of you guys. Alright, so now we have the Sarion. The Sarion is a monster really helpful in Guild War offense. I use him there all the time with Theomars. His build is as tanky as it gets, speed, HP. I will have to plus 15 a lot of runes, but yeah, we will go there. There is not a lot of mana nowadays. There is not a lot to talk about the Sarion right now. I will try to give him more accuracy in the future, but right now he's doing his job quite good. Moving on, we have Spectra. Right now, Spectra is used mainly in Toa Heart. I'm not using Spectra anywhere else. I try to use her in Dragon's B10, but because I don't have good Swift crit rate runes, there is no good damage coming out of her. So right now, I try to make her as tanky as it gets. Speedy with good accuracy, so we can clear to a heart on auto and do it fast. Same goes for Barretta. Barretta is on Despair broken set, as Spectra was on Swift broken set. No, Swift guard. Barretta is on Despair Swift HP defense. Same role for Barretta here. He is only used in Toa Heart. His role is to put as many dots as he can on the monsters. I will try to make him faster, because the faster he is, the more dots can come out, and the faster the floor can be cleared. There is no other use for him right now. And moving on, we have Chloe. I will show you. My Chloe is my fastest unit, not my Bernard. I will explain later in the arena how I use Chloe, and also in Guild Wars the following days, because we don't have a Guild War today in our guild. The following days I will show you how I use Chloe in Guild Wars, and today we will showcase how I use her in arena. Her build is as fast as it gets. I don't care what runes she has, but she needs to be fast. Right now is Swift broken, speed, flat defense, and defense. Yeah, we'll talk more about Chloe next. Next we have Bulldozer. No need to say anything about this guy. I ignore defense. He needs a lot of damage. I will need to give him a wheel set, but I don't have a good defense runes right now. So I build him Rage Destroy. I will try to swap these two runes if I ever get good wheel ones. There's no particular reason I use Destroy. It just was the only good defense runes I had at the moment. His build is defense, critical damage defense. He's a very good fire nuker. You will see him in the future too. Next one we have Platy. Now Platy, not a lot of people have built her. As a fire reviver, she is very useful in arena, mainly in rush hour, because I have built her Violent Will at speed, HP, and her role is there to not let people come in and YOLO my team. having a fire reviver is really important for my team right now, because I don't have a lot of tank fire units to put them in my arena defense. So Platy is there, and my arena defense doesn't get hit a lot when I put her in rush hour. She's quite useful again, I think, but yeah, her role is solely to do that. Next monster is Rika. That's my last 5-star I have ever gotten. I have built her mainly because she's a 5-star. I don't have a galleon, so it's really hard to use her right now. If I ever get a galleon, I will use her in Guild Wars in many different comps, but as of now she is built with my best despair attack runes on speed, critical damage, attack. Of course she has a lot of room for improvement, but you know, I am not paying attention to her right now, since without galleon it's really hard to find a good place to use her. I mean, I have cleared to a hard and with ease, so there's no point for me to use her there, as a lot of people are doing that, but not me. I have already built a lot of units for Toa Hard, so there's no reason to make her one of them too. So let's go for Galleon, and then we can see Rika in action. So, next monster is Sihua. Sihua is mainly used in Necropolis B10. I know I say a lot of times mainly, I'm sorry guys. It's really, I'm really nervous because this is my first video. So pardon me, and I will try to get better in English next video. Anyway, getting back to Sihua, there's nothing special about her except from the Necropolis B10 floor. That's where I only use her, there is no other use for her. Her build is standard attack, critical damage attack. Nothing else to say here, really good unit. Branding effects, she heals herself, and a lot of multi-hits. Next unit is Verde Heal. I got him 1 week ago. I haven't gotten him all this time, and I built him the classic build, speed, crit rate, HP. I want to try to use him in my Dragons B10 team. I maybe need to build something different. I will try to make some tests and find a good place for him. Now that the Hall of Heroes have changed, the only place I can use him right now is in Dragons, and sometimes I have used him in some comps in Guild Wars offense. You know, with when there's a Leo on the other side, he may be useful, but you know Verd. Verd is a DB10 monster. Alright, and moving on, this is my Bernard. As I said, my fast swift runes are on Chloe. Bernard has the second best set. He's quite decent. There's not much to talk about Bernard. I think everybody knows what to do with him. AoE attack bar buff plus 30% speed buff on everybody. Next we have Xing'Za. Xing'Za is my first and my best rune, not 5. The build I have done for him is a hybrid violent wheel at attack, critical damage, HP. My uses for him is to be tanky, fast, and being able to make a lot of damage. Now he may not seem so, but right now my Xing'Za can do like a 25k nuke with his second skill, and he's my favorite monster. If you can see, I have unlocked his transmogrify, and I think he's beautiful. Moving on, this is my Lucian. My Lucian is slow and does a lot of damage. I will explain in arena. The way I use Lucian right now he doesn't need to be really fast. So right now my Lucian is built with Rage, Broken Set, Attack, Critical Damage Attack. Of course, here as well there's a lot of room for improvement. And moving on, we have Fuko. Fuko is used mainly for Necropolis B10. I'm not using him anywhere else. His build is like Siqua, Attack, Critical Damage, Attack, Violent Revenge. Moving on, we have Copper. Copper is the standard build. I tried to find a Will Offset or a third guard set for him, but that wasn't possible. So my build is defense, critical damage, defense. I will try to improve his critical damage and his attack and defense, because as we know, Copper's attack scales with attack and defense. I think I would like to give him some like 200 attack more or something like that, but right now he's quite decent. He's doing like a 43 nuke, which is good enough for what I use him for. Next one, we have Map. I had changed some runes on Map, which right now they are not upgraded at all, I think. Yeah, there are a lot of purple runes. I haven't started the new to a hard rotation right now, so there was no point to spend mana on his runes. Nothing too shiny on him. We have defense, HP build. Map is used only to a hard. He's really useful there. His third skill, provoke, stun, everything about him makes him a to a hard MVP. When his runes will be upgraded, his stats are going to be really good. Right now, he's not that good. Yeah, I know, believe me. Moving on, we have Jamar. Jamar was my second Nat 5. The build I have for Jamar is mainly for usage in PvP. There is no other place that I'm using her. The build is Violent Silk, defense, critical damage, HP. I want Jamar to do a little bit damage to finish off some enemies, and I don't have that good violent runes, so I can improve her stats. But right now, as you can see, Jamar can do decent damage, and she's very tanky. Sometimes I use Jamar in front line on raid 5 too, but I try to avoid that, because my Jamar has no skill ups, so yeah, not that good right now. Next one is Lagmaron. Lagmaron is my third natural 5-star. He hits really hard. I don't think there is anything else to say. Lagmaron is one of the best winged nukers for single target, mainly. His build is standard swift, critical damage, attack. I will try to improve his attack and critical damage, but I think overall his stats are really decent right now. He can hit like a 50k nuke, which kills mostly every tanky unit I encounter. I mean, I'm not in G3 range, so yeah, 50k nuke is good enough right now. Moving on, we have Tsoun. Tsoun is build a violent nemesis. There's no need to say a lot about Tsoun. It's one of the best healers in the game. I have tried to give her a little more HP and speed and resistance. All these things will come along from raid 5, hopefully. Nothing else to say. She's a great healer, really tanky. Give her resistance, HP, speed. She's going to be okay. Next one is Immensity. Immensity is used in the Copper Frankenstein bulldozer comp. Immensity is build swift, shield. I have give him speed, HP, and the shield runes are there for the first round. If anything bad happens, Copper and the bulldozer will have something to protect them from incoming damage. I tried him, that's like my third or fourth Swift set, so he's not that fast, but he's getting the job done. Really, really useful monster. Next one is Belladeon. My Bella is my only stripper monster. I don't even have a Soha or a Wind Brownie Magician. I have only Belladeon. I will probably have to give him a little more accuracy because right now Belladeon is used in Dragon's Beat 10, but also since he's my only stripper, I use him in a lot of PvP situations. I tried to make him fast, tanky, and gave him resistance and accuracy overall. That's not so easy. The build right now is speed, HP on violent focus. I think he's decent. He's doing a really good job in dragons, and in the PvP section I think he needs a little bit more tankiness and accuracy, and he will be good to go. Unless Comtois decides to give me now a Nat 5 stripper, which I doubt it. Anyway, moving on, we have Esir. Esir is really slow. I know that. I try to make him hit as hard as he can. I don't use him in any defense, so I don't really care about his speed, because when I use him in comps that they don't. Esir doesn't need his speed. He's going to hit and he's going to kill. So I try to give him as much SP as I could, crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy, because accuracy is really important for his third skill. Right now his build is violent, HP, critical damage, HP. Of course there is a lot of room for improvement to him as well. I think I can give him like 3k HP more. Right now in squishy targets, attack targets, he's doing like 8.4k damage per hit with his third skill, Massacre, which it's really decent. I mean 8.4k for 4 times, it's really good. Next unit here is Arya. I recently re-runed Arya. I didn't realize that I had some good despair runes lying around, since I don't have many units that could find use with despair. I didn't pay attention to my despair runes, so I re-runed her. Suddenly it became this magnificent outcome. I mean, you can see her stats right now, and her runes are purple. 3 of them are purple. I think none of them. Okay, one of them is plus 15. The other one is plus 9, plus 9, plus 9. I will upgrade her runes. Right now her build is speed, defense, HP. I think that these are really good stats, and when the runes are going to be plus 15, she's going to be tanky and really useful, mainly into hard, but I will try to use her in the future with Wind Ifrit, Akamamir, so yeah, that will happen, and that's why her speed is so high. If I ever get now a Nat 5 stripper, I'm going to take her runes and give them to the AOS stripper. But for now, I will have the runes on her. Moving on, this is my only non-Hall of Heroes Lightning from Light and Darkness Scroll. Amarna, since the recent buff patch has become really useful. I use Amarna in Raid 5 and PvP, mainly in Guild Wars. The build I have tried to do is speed, HP with Violent Nemesis. My runes are not that good. I didn't have a lot of Nemesis lying around. I am farming Necropolis and Raid, so I can swap some substats and improve. Right now Amarna is doing a decent job, and I think it's a really good monster with a lot of debuffs, and its third skill is godlike. We're coming to an end. I'm sorry that I'm talking so long and I'm not seeing you anything else. We will play Arena next. So we have Veromos here. Veromos is built really tanky, really fast, with good accuracy. I didn't have the substats to give him resistance, that will happen in the future. Right now his build is speed, HP. I would really like to get rid of this awful 5-star rune here, but I don't have any other choice. So his stats, I think that they are really good. I use him on defense, sometimes on heal, and overall Veromos I think is a very useful monster. So then we have Jultan. My Jultan is really bad. I built him mainly because I didn't have anything else to do. His runes are really crap. Violent Revenge, Speed, HP. I'm not even going to talk about Jultan. I mean, yeah, he has a good passive. He's a really useful monster in Guild Wars mainly. When I find better runes, I am going to rebuild him and give him at least 8k HP more, because right now this is just ridiculous. And my last 6-star monster is Diaz. Diaz is a really good monster for raid 5. I use him only there. Maybe sometimes I use him in Guild Wars when I need to fill a last slot or something in weird comps. But Diaz is a really useful monster for raid 5. There's nothing else more to say except from his build. He's on a triple revenge build. Defense, HP, and that's it from my 6 stars. Now we're going to do some swords in arena. Let's see. Now we are on reset, so we're going to see a lot of weird defenses. I don't like this defense. I would like to explain to you what I'm doing with my Chloe and Zamir, how I use them. Wait, let me see. I think I have one person. Yeah. Alright, so you can see here. Okay, where should I put this? I need to find a place that okay, I will put it there. You can see here that my strategy is Chloe moves first before his Bernard. I mean, his Bernard doesn't even have a speed leader. So my Chloe moves first, does Fanatic, then he does his Griffon moves, everyone does his AoE, doesn't do anything, and then I move and kill everything. So that's why my Lucian is so slow, because he doesn't need speed, because I have Konamiya in there, Chloe and Zamir. If anyone stays alive, Zamir can refresh, and we can do that all over again. Let's see. I will fight him and you will see how it goes. I have talked a lot, so yeah. It's a pretty useful comp. This is the comp I'm using to stay in C3 in arena. This and the Bomberman one. Many people don't realize the usefulness of Zamir. As you can see, I am playing first. He can't do anything. Oh, my Konamiya cut in between his Zyros. So I nuke. Zyros can't kill my Lucian. I heal my Lucian, refresh, and go all over again. I mean, this is a pretty safe and easy comp. We do that again, and we're good to go. Safe and clean sweep. Okay, this guy have hit me. Okay, we're not going to hit him again. Now I will hit him later. With this guy, we can loosen him again, but I would like to try to show you the bomber team. So yeah, we can use it here. This is my team. Pretty much same concept with the other one, except now I don't want my Bomberman to move faster than the enemies like it happened before with Lucian. And that's why I'm not using Konamiya in this team, and I'm using Colleen, because my Bomberman is slow on purpose. So if the enemy has wheel runs, he can move and then my Bomberman can bomb him. We're going to see. Probably this guy has wheel runes on his squad dam. If his Beladeon doesn't do anything crazy, I think we're going to win this. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Alright, I move first. His plan was for Sun to stun me, then everybody else moves and get crazy. So, everybody move as I thought. Alright, now I will bomb them. I don't want my Chloe to die because you never know. Oh, yeah. My 100% Malaka doesn't put everywhere bombs. This is just sad. Anyway, I think that with one bomb we can do a lot of damage, but I'm not sure if we can. Oh, come on! This is just stupid. I mean, now we have a problem. Let's see what we can do. Or no. Oh, yeah. Okay, we won. It seems that his Huadam doesn't have runes on him because he died pretty easily. But you can understand the concept behind this arena offense I'm using. The main concept is that I want the enemy to move before me. That's the main concept. I think we have here a classic combo for Arena Rush Hour. Yeah, this is a classical combo. I mean, this guy has wheel runes on some of his monsters. I hit him on Rush Hour. I'm going to do that again. You will see that bomber teams are really safe. I mean, yeah, 15% chance not to get your bombs on is not that high. I mean, yeah, there's always things that can go wrong. But I think bomber teams are, the way I use them, are really safe and has really high success rate. So, right here, you can see that I'm going to do the same thing as before. We're going to put 2 bombs on everybody. Our goal here is to kill the Archangel and the Kumar. The other 2 guys can be killed even later. There's no problem with that. Okay, so yeah, nothing. We're good to go. I'm going to not let this Kumar heal himself because that would be troublesome. And as you can see, everything is going perfect. We won easily. There's no way to lose this one. And this is also a really fast way to clear some really tricky comps in Rush Hour. I mean, now because I'm talking to you guys, it took me a little bit more than usual, but when in Rush Hour, this team defeated this defense in like 1 minute and a half, which I think it's pretty decent. Right now it's only Irina resisting to die, so yeah. Oh, come on! Okay, please Rina, die. Alright. So, I saw you... Yeah, there's nothing else to show you. I'm sorry about the way I talk again. I will try to get better in the future. This is my first video, so please show some understanding on me. If you like this video, press like, subscribe. If you want to repost it somewhere else, I will upload. I will try to upload one video every day with my Guild Wars and anything else funny and I don't know, entertaining for you guys to see. So for now, have a good day, and it was really nice to know everybody that he's going to see this video. Please leave a comment below, subscribe and like. Goodbye.